Alright, this is going to be a quick video on how to set up Packet Tracer on your home computer. Packet Tracer is a simulation program I use on quite a few courses. CTI 120, Net 125, Net 126, CTS 120 all use Packet Tracer. And let me show you what you need to do to get it set up on your home computer. So open up a web browser. Go to netacad.com. Go over to login, and it's going to ask you for your username and password. Your username is your full student email address, and your password is whatever you set it. But you can also, at that screen where the login is, you can reset your password and it'll send it to your, the updated password to your student email. So if you have any problems like that, let me know and I can manually reset it, but it should work if you do it there. So I'm logged in, right? I can see my courses. You can see I see a routing course and I can see my 2 CTI 120 courses. So what I would do to get this Packet Tracer program is come up here to Resources, and I'm just hovering, I didn't click. Come over here to Packet Tracer Resources. You can also see Download Packet Tracer, that'll take you directly to it. But if I go to Packet Tracer Resources, come to the Packet Tracer Download page, scroll down. I would guess most of us are 64-bit Windows computers, so that's what my computer is. Maybe a couple of you are using Ubuntu for Linux, and maybe a couple of you are using Mac OS. You see previous versions down here. We try to keep to the most current version. We want to be always the most current version because that's what I use on my computer. So I click the 64-bit download. I save it. And I'm going to save mine to the desktop. Now you can see there's a 1 there. That means I've already downloaded it. So I download it. It's a couple hundred megs, so it'll take a couple minutes. And once I get it on my computer, let me move this over a little bit. There it is. There it is downloaded. And then all you do is double click. Say yes at the first screen. I accept. Next. 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 I want a desktop shortcut. Next. What was the other choice? Yeah, quick launch is where it's down here. I don't need that. Next. And install. So it'll take a minute or so. And now you can see it's completed, and the check mark is to launch Packet Tracer, and I'll do that this first time. I'll go finish. Again, I'll just say no to this. And what it's going to do is, basically for the Net Academy stuff, you click there and then you log in using your NetAcad credentials, not your student email, but your NetAcad credentials. Of course, typing, spelling correctly is important. Alright, so then once you're logged in, so I've got 2 screens. So this is what the Packet Tracer program looks like. So, if you see down here, I can add in routers, I can do all sorts of neat configurations, I can add stuff and do whatever. So now that we've got it installed, if I go over to Moodle, log in, and I'll go to my CTI 120 course. I'll come down to this first one, and you see down here a couple packet tracer files. So notice it says unknown because, you know, Moodle doesn't know exactly what it is. So I'm going to click on it, and there you see it's saying, okay, this is, you know, this is its full name .pka. So that's a packet tracer file. So without installing Packet Tracer, your computer has no idea, you know, what you're downloading. So it's good, you know, like if you didn't have this Packet Tracer program installed at the beginning, your computer would come up and say, you know, what, I don't know what this is. What do you want to associate it with? Adobe Acrobat? Is it a JPEG? You know, is it a graphic file? So now it's downloaded. I'm going to click on it. And again, this is opening up on my other screen, so let me show you this. You got to find this user profile, because that always comes up when you open up a Packet Tracer the first time. So you click cancel there, move over the main screen, you know, make it so it's viewable, you know, because we could choose, you know, 4 things we could potentially click. And in this window, this is our instructions. There's our score. We just follow the steps, you know, and it's always a really good rule of thumb. If it'll let you, you go to check results, go to assessment items, and it will tell you anything you haven't been given points for. So I've done nothing, so we see there's 0 points. So you can see, you know, when you set up the email, you get 2 points. The incoming mail server, you get 2 points, and so forth. To get back to the Packet Tracer file, click close, and there you are. So you get one of these started. You want to save frequently. So file, save as, just like anything else, right? Come to the end of the file and just say whatever step. You know, I try to name it to where I need to continue from. Like say it was step 3B or something, so I'd know exactly where I have to continue. So once you're done, take a screenshot. I use the snipping tool, so SNIP at the run prompt. And I would go from here to here. Take a screenshot. So what I'm looking for is the path to the file and the score, or yeah, kind of small to see there, but you know, the score from this window here, your completion. So that's what I'm looking for, the path to the file and the score. Save that file as whatever it is. You know, ping, I think it defaults to a PNG file. File, save as. You know, I'd keep everything in a folder. Name it appropriately. It would be helpful if you put something to make it unique. You know, like, you know, Martin, I forgot what number this is. Let's just say 1125. Save it. And that's what one of the things you got to upload. So I've got another video up there about how to upload multiple files at once, but there you go. That's about installing Packet Tracer and taking a screenshot. So let me know if you have any questions.